Personally, this is one of my favorite cosmic horror films of all time. Directed by John Carpenter, the visionary behind some great films. However, I do believe this is his best work. The film is about an alien creature that can mimic anything it comes into contact with. We first see this alien in the form of a dog. Problems arise when American researchers in an outpost somewhere in Antarctica take this dog in as one of their own. They soon discover that it is not actually a dog, but a vicious organism disguised as one. They kill and burn this creature. However, a game of cat and mouse begins when they start to suspect that the creature may or may have not taken form as one of their own at the facility. One of my favorite aspects of this film is the way John Carpenter builds tension and suspense amongst the characters. You have all these paranoid men stuck together in the middle of nowhere, with something hiding amongst them. The characters all play the part very well. Kurt Russell is actually the lead in the film. Honestly, I think this is one of his better roles I've seen him in. One of the other things this film does really well is its editing. With the amount of practical effects this film has, it blends everything perfectly together with perfectly timed cuts. That's a lot of perfects. Some of these shots wouldn't have been as good if it didn't have a smart editor at the helm. Now let's talk about the heart of this film. No, it's not you, Kurt Russell. Fuck you too! It's Rob Bottin, the creator of every monster practical effect in the film, with the exception of one sequence. Near the shoot of this scene, he became ill from working non-stop, which caused him to go to the hospital, so that's when the talented Stan Winston stepped in to film this sequence. Now what really amazes me is that Rob Bottin was only 22 years old when he started production on The Thing, and even at a young age, he was still given the creative freedom to do what he wanted on the creature, really using anything in his arsenal, and by anything, I literally mean anything.
In the skin rips, what I wanted to see inside was something that was very reminiscent of like what's in a comic book whenever you see goo stretching or whatever. It's like really stringy stuff. So we really didn't know how to make that stuff, and there was nothing that would sort of stretch that far. So what we did was we just started, melting plastic and getting bubble gum, and making this crazy concoction that I'm sure was like so toxic, it couldn't be good for you, right?
It's thanks to him why my mother still refuses to watch this film. It terrified her as a child. And I don't blame her. Everything about this film comes together so perfectly. I think what really helped this film out was the element of time. John Carpenter, along with the other creatives, had all the time they needed to experiment, to see what worked, to see what didn't work. This is really why we don't see practical effects like this anymore. Schedules have shortened, budgets have tightened. It's easier to digitally create a creature than to pay a talented team to work around the clock to bring a creature to life. And if you ask me, that's why most creature films don't work today, because they miss that presence of a creature actually being there on screen. That's the core reason why the prequel didn't work in 2011. They relied heavily on CGI, and what they got was this, some Scorpion King looking hybrid monster. They really don't make movies like this anymore. The Thing will always be one of a kind. How would I rate this film? Well, The Thing is like that cheese that gets served with nachos at a baseball game. It's not the best cheese, but it serves its purpose, since really you're there for the experience anyways. And that's why I think any cinephile out there should experience this movie at least once, for its cosmic horror elements and its use of practical effects. Well guys, this was a J.Valenz review. Thank you for tuning in. Look forward to my next review coming out next week. Please subscribe for more film related content. You guys have a good day.
You gotta be fucking kidding.